Okay, this video is going to be the technical side of the wall. A lot of you were asking questions about some of that, so I thought I would do a short little video on how I built this wall exactly, so that maybe that will help some of you guys out if you're planning on doing your own wall. I recommend doing it if you can have a couple, 3 people to help you out, and you have to have a tractor. Jetting this wall in, no thanks, not doing that. Even though it can be done, and a lot of guys do it that way, I wouldn't want to do it that way. All right, let's go over the material list. So basically, I got 13 feet of wall that's tied back into the grade. I got 46 feet of frontage that runs down that way, which ties back into the grade another 10 feet. So however many feet that comes out to. Essentially what I got here is, this is a TW50. It's a 0.30 thickness. It's a vinyl sheet, and they connect. It covers, it's 20 inches wide, but covers 18 by the time you interlock each side. So you get about 18 inches of coverage, and you just drive the sheets in with a tractor vibrator hammer, and it works really well. All the wood here, this wood here is marine rated 2x8 rough cut wood. This top cap up here is 2x6 top cap. It's called piano. It's called piano style because it kind of looks like keys on the piano. And this is just standard ground treated 2x6 lumber. I have a single whaler on the inside, which is it's on the other side of the vinyl, and a double whaler on the outside. So the double whaler and the single whaler are connected every 5 feet by stainless steel 3/16 type all thread rods. So every 5 feet you need to have one of these, and all the way down the wall. So you'll see from the end down there is where it starts, and every 5 feet, I'm sorry, right there. And then these are my tiebacks, also 3/16 stainless steel. These run 12 feet back into the grade to a 7-foot dead man. We'll go over that in a few minutes. But this is an important part I want to show you. These joints are modified dovetail that I did. So basically they're staggered joint, and they're not just butted together like, you know, like a typical, they're not butted together and screwed. That wouldn't be very strong. So if you can see the way they're done there, staggered joint, and then they're just completely locked down with a corner stainless steel 3-inch plate on each end with that 1/2 inch all thread. So all these are 1/2 inch all thread, but I got 5/8 all thread for my tiebacks. So let's jump up on top of the wall, and that's pretty much it. Oh, that's a 12-foot sheet. It's a 12-foot sheet driven down 7 feet into the ground with just over 5 feet exposure. So 7 foot in the ground, about 5 feet up. So my top cap is all 2x6 and put in with deck screws. You can see it runs down. Again, this is 46 feet along here. It runs back about 10 feet here into the grade. Now, every 5 feet I have a tieback system that I was just showing you, which is right here. These 3-inch plates go to this all thread rod, ties back into the grade 12 feet, which is somewhere about right here. There's a 7-foot dead man with double drag plates bolted onto it. So essentially that keeps the wall from pushing forward, and all the water pressure and whatnot. So then on my butt joints here, let's see if we can find one down here. All right, so as you can see, this whaler and this whaler, they have this butt joint, and I bolted these down, locked them together with this. I had these custom made, these plates here, and it really just kind of really fastens it together. So everywhere on this wall there's a butt joint, you're gonna see a plate on there that just kind of locks it together. And then finally, the last thing is how does this thing drain? Well, in front of this wall here, I'm sorry, behind this wall, all up and down, I got 2 feet of number 57 lime rock drainage gravel. So number 57 lime, I think it's called 57 lime rock, it's drainage gravel. And that's back there, and what that does is it allows all the water to go into the soil, sink down, hit that drainage rock and go straight down and into these drains, which I installed right there. So those drains allow water to come down into the drainage rock and out the wall. It keeps the hydrostatic pressure down, and that's what kills drain walls. I'm sorry, not drain walls, but that's what kills these retaining walls, these seawalls. So lastly, I used a soil fabric separator to separate the sand and the drainage rock, so that there would be no infiltration of the sand on the rock. So those two things should be not, you know, getting, the sand shouldn't get in the rock, and it'll keep the drainage really good. So anyways, that's about it. Any questions, go ahead and send them on the comments, and I'll try to answer them the best I can. Hopefully this helped. And it's been really fun doing all this, but it's also been a pretty crazy project. So also I used a tractor to drive my dead men in, so I didn't mention that earlier, but they're about where I'm standing, right about here, and they're 3 feet under grade at a 20-degree angle. So essentially, you know, they're not straight up and down, they're set back a little bit like that, so that they would have to pull forward to give way, which they're not going to do that. These things are in there really good. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and let me know if you have any questions. Appreciate it.